China is having money problems too, but this industry will survive for sure. The world's second largest economy has been in trouble for quite a long time now. The consequences of such an economic setback have been evident in all industries in China. The youth unemployment rate, which covers the age category from 16 to 24, hit a record of 23.1% in June 2023. This affects not only China, but also other economies and geopolitical relations. A few days ago, officials from indebted regions and representatives from the cities were in Beijing, participating in a series of crisis meetings. Come along as we unpack the economic crisis and the resulting industrial crashes in China, and how this one company will be unharmed. Out of 9 million people, 6 million are still looking for jobs, reported the Chinese media. Chinese local government officials made some requests to the bankers that they want their debt payments to be renegotiated and their loans to be restructured and refinanced. These scattered incidents point toward China's declining economy. How is the Chinese economy performing now? The Chinese economy is bleeding. Imports and exports are decreasing. There has been a decline of 24% in exports to the US and 21% in exports to Europe, especially the continent countries. The decline in imports is 7.5%. Even the service sector in China faces stagnation in 2022 due to government policies. The policies were aimed at controlling the private firms in China. Due to this, companies like Alibaba are not hiring people at the pace they used to. This authoritarian approach of the government does contribute to youth unemployment. Most of the Chinese wealth is contributed by real estate. The housing sector has grown immensely in the past 2 decades. But post-COVID, China's zero-COVID policy has led to a decline in real estate investment from 9.5% in 2019 to 8.4% in 2022. Even the EV market in China, which was said to be a global power, is experiencing stagnation. Even the global powers in the EV market, like BYD, Tesla, etc., are trying hard to keep up with the dynamic landscape of China's EV market. Why is the world's second largest economy facing this crisis? It is said to be the after effect of the stringent lockdown measures during the COVID-19 pandemic, which was imposed for more than a year in many places. After the COVID-19 pandemic, a significant number of positions were eliminated in the technology sector. Even the people's confidence is at the edge since they realize that the post-COVID recovery is not easy. Amid this crisis, one industry is flourishing in China. Even though the heart of China is shedding blood, this industry is taking its business forward. The Chinese military industry. Backed by the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, and the ongoing Russian-Ukraine war, China's military industry is flourishing. China, the world's second-largest arms dealer, saw its total arms revenue increase by 2.7% in 2022. As a result of Russia's intense invasion of Ukraine, China has increased its exports of advanced machine tools to Russia by 10 times since 2022. They are even producing Western weapons and equipment. According to the reports from China, the military supply factories located in central China produce weapons, batteries for submarines and aircraft carriers, and air-to-air missiles. The Chinese military industry has become one of the most job-producing industries in China now. These businesses make good money, and employees are very well compensated. When compared to the automotive industry, there is much difference. The production lines that had been producing cars 24 hours a day were clearly different after the pandemic. The original 2 production lines became 1, and production time dropped significantly. Who are the buyers of these weapons? The images from the military industries suggest that the weapons produced in the Chinese industries have the specifications of Chinese-Russian systems. Some weapons also have NATO and US specifications. It is unlikely that weapons with Western specifications will be supplied to Russia or the CCP military unless they are for special purposes. An example of this is the M16 rifle. These rifles won't be used in Russia since Western bullets are 5.56 mm, while Russian bullets are 5.4 mm. It indicates the large shares the company may have in the market and its capability to produce them. There are speculations that the private company is attempting to secure a supply chain for the Ukrainian battlefield with the help of Turkey. If Turkey places the order through intermediaries to the private Chinese company, since Turkey follows NATO specifications, the weapons can be used after being delivered to Ukraine. Through this route, China gets profit from private enterprise. What is China's way forward? Even though the nation is still choking in the economic crisis, China is framing strategies for further development of its military. In the 2023 U.S. report on China's military capabilities, China's long-term goal is to establish a completely self-sufficient national defense industry and integrate it with technology sectors to meet the military's needs. The military reform from 2017 to 2027, suggested by the Chinese government, is also aligned with the overall development of the military industry. When the Chinese economy is struggling, military industry is a significant source of revenue. That fact cannot be ignored. It is high time the Chinese government listened to its people and acted wisely. Don't you expect a smart move from China? Comment down your thoughts. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more related news. Until we meet again.